joining us now is this man.
In towards John Terry, and he's there! Captain's goal from John Terry, and Chelsea have their noses in front again. They can sniff the quarter-finals again.
Knocked down by Dennis Stanovakovic. He's got the space. Terry recovered. Terry first, standing firm when it mattered. And look at John Terry. That is real commitment to the cause.
And look who it is! Didn't it have to be John Terry?
The trophy is in the air, glistening, lifted by John Terry as the fireworks go off. Let the party begin. Chelsea are champions.
To John Terry, Mr. Chelsea, puts Chelsea in front.
Oh man, there's so many lines I could throw in here. But anyway, he was named UEFA Defender of the Year 3 times, made the 2006 World Cup, All-Star squad, Premier League Hall of Famer. He was capped 78 times by England and won 17 major trophies with Chelsea. It's a very, very good morning to John Terry, who's in the studio. JT, great to see you. Thanks
morning,
for joining
JT.
us.
Morning, mate.
Morning, morning, Gabs.
How are you, first of all?
Really good, actually. Really
Busy?
well. Mega busy, yeah. Especially today. Busy day today.
I'll bet you're all over the place.
Yeah, a little bit.
Before we move on to Club World Cup things, I did notice that you've taken up a bit of paddle.
I love my paddle.
Loves
yeah.
it, doesn't he? Yeah.
Love it, yeah.
But I'm going to organise a game in Portugal because wee Jodie's your partner.
Yeah.
He must get lobbed. I don't care, JT. I'm just pulling him right into the net and I'm just dinking it over him.
That's where I cover round and he stays at the net. But yeah, we've got each other.
I thought that might be the case.
Unreal game, by the way. Ooh.
I'm serious. I'm going to get into it. Tell me, it's fantastic.
Honestly,
all the boys play it.
Honestly, Ali's so good. Yeah, for fitness and for us, like the buzz of it.
Yeah.
Like tennis is difficult, isn't it? But paddle's really good.
It's great.
Yeah,
and you get doubles better than singles. Can you play singles?
you can, but it's not great.
No.
Doubles is better, but you need four players the same level.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the age. You know, you got people like Simon Jordan playing at like 68.
Don't start, Gabby. Don't start.
By the way, tell me he's not bad.
Simon's decent, actually.
Is he?
To be fair, me and Jody battered him, but he's decent. But he said he didn't have the right partner at the time. So
just tell me it wasn't Jim White.
No, he's actually very good.
Brilliant. Now listen, we're going to chat about Chelsea in a couple of minutes, but let's start with the new Club World Cup. It was in the White House. Did you know this?
No, I did
that
not.
trophy was in the White House last week, and now the Club World Cup trophy is here with us this morning in talkSPORT Towers, and John is now going to unveil, if you're watching on YouTube. John, would you like to do the honours? Come over here, please.
Absolutely. You two have stitched.
Do you know something?
You two didn't want to do it.
I'm not allowed to touch trophies. I'm not used to them.
There you are. That is magnificent.
Looks good, doesn't it?
That is absolutely magnificent.
Ooh.
I can also reveal immediately it's the closest you've been to a trophy.
Exactly.
To be quite honest,
I don't think it's allowed to be that close to me, to be honest.
Well, how would you describe it? It's not your normal trophy. I mean, you're going to, I have to be brutally honest, you're going to have to struggle to drink the champagne out that one, right? But it is, it's a kind of beautiful shape of the globe,
Yes,
the
yes.
world. And it looks...
All the teams are on it as well, aren't they? Is that right?
It looks magnificent. Absolutely. To think that was in the White House last week and it's now next to Gabby, Agbonlahor. So tell me a little bit about the tournament, John. What have you got yourself involved in and how's it been going?
No, so working a little bit with FIFA. To be fair, I'm behind the tournament. I know a few people have spoke out about it, and it's extra games for the players at the back end of the season. But I like it. I love the format. Like, for me, I've always wanted to see River Plate play.
Yeah.
I want to do River Plate, Boca Juniors. Like,
Yes.
River Plate are going to be playing in it. Have you done it?
No.
Okay.
So it's the one I want to do,
Yeah.
mate.
Yes.
I'm the
It's
same
the
as
one
well.
I want to do.
And I think for everyone in America to be able to see these games and see the top players playing against each other for the first time, like, you're going to want to win this trophy as well. Like, Chelsea are going there, we want to win it. It's like we're in the Conference Cup. We want to win that trophy. And I think, listen, once you're there as players, Gabs, you know what it's like, Ali. You know, you want to go and win. Yeah, of course you do, yeah. And also, everyone's got big enough squads now where you can go and deal with it. You can rotate and keep the levels really high as well.
Well, you mentioned Chelsea City to join 30, just a quick explanation of the tournament. 30 of the other leading European teams and world teams at this summer's Club World Cup. The tournament mirrors the traditional FIFA World Cup structure and will last a whole month. I take it all over. I'm looking at Pasadena, Atlanta, New York, Miami, all over.
Yeah, all over. So an opportunity for everyone in America to see it, to go to the games, and like I say, to see these teams play, it's something. I've been around football for an awful long time. There's teams and games there that I'm looking forward to going over and watching personally, and we have that opportunity. So it's not only great for the players and the football clubs financially as well, but in terms of people from across the world seeing top players playing, it's a real opportunity, I feel.
And for me as well, JT, as a selfish football fan, no tournament in the summer. I want to see a tournament.
Yeah.
I want to watch football. Do you know what I mean? To have a summer without football on is not what we want to see. And also, you talk about the financial benefits. For the winner, 100 million. We talk about PSR rules now, Chelsea, Man City. That extra income, if you can win it.
Gabs,
do you know what I mean? It's going to be mega, isn't it?
When we won the league in 2015, at the back end of the season, out of nowhere, Chelsea said we're going to Australia, and the players are like, "Where's this come from?" The club got £3 million. It was nothing. It's the last thing we wanted.
Yeah.
Kind of disrupted. I think I had 2 weeks off that summer.
Yeah.
You know, and this is an opportunity financially. It's mega for every club involved. It's mega. Let alone if you go and win it, to participate. It's big financials.
Yeah.
So not only from that side, I think we have to be careful in terms of players' welfare and stuff like that. Because being ex-players, we have to support that. But can there be a break mid-season? Yeah, I think there should be.
Yeah.
You know what it's like. You play 2-3 games a week around the Christmas period. It's really busy, and then kind of February, March, April, you play Saturday. You could easily just throw a couple of games in there as well.
Yes.
But I think in terms of players, like for me, 6 years retired, I'd love to still be playing. I'd love to go back and say, I wish I had 65
absolutely.
games a season.
What about team selection for it? How does that go, John? How are you selected for this tournament?
Well, in terms of being kind of the best teams in your league.
What I'm trying to say is, why are Rangers not there?
Because they're always second to Celtic.
Fair point. But I mean, it's the kind of, you mentioned Chelsea City. I don't care what MD says. You're right. I mean, the Arsenal boys, the Liverpool boys. You're now looking at the tournament saying, I maybe fancy a bit of that.
Yeah. Also, I've never won this trophy. Like Agbonlahor went on to win this. The equivalent of this when he was playing. I'm jealous of that. I think as a player, you want to be able to say that you've won every trophy possible. This comes into that category. It's going to be a great event. And also as players at the back end of your career, you go, yeah, I've won that. I've participated in that. I've played against the very best. So this is probably going to be the first time in the world where you can go, every team available to say they're the best is going to be the best. Now, whether everyone throws their best teams at it, I'm not sure, but I think once it kicks off, I think players are just going to be normal and go, yeah, I want to win it.
You've also got like Messi's going to be playing in it. Inter Miami, River Plate, like you said. You've got the big Brazilian teams, Palmeiras, Botafogo. Do you know what I mean? You've got them sort of games where there's rivalry between them Brazilian teams and the Argentinian teams.
It's one of the things that we don't see.
Exactly.
Right? We've got
different over there.
We've got the Champions League, which is, for me, the best tournament going at the moment. Best players in the world playing in it. At the same time, you look at the Copa de Libertadores, the South American Cup. I want to see these teams play. Whether it's River Plate, Boca Juniors, Santo, all these teams. So it gives you an opportunity, I think, to see that as well for the first time.
I watched the final, the recent final, and it went on to the fans, JT, and they're like 75% of the fans are crying. And the team has won. You know what I mean? Like, we get emotional, don't we? As
the
English,
passion is big.
The passion's so big over there.
Yeah, from South American teams and like of River Plate, Boca Juniors. Those guys, they see football in a whole different world and what they have as passion and rivalry and stuff like that. So not only an opportunity for them to come and showcase as football clubs, as supporters, you get to travel the world and go and watch and test yourself against the very best. And I think at the back end of your career, you want to be able to say that as players.
So tell me, you've obviously got a busy day today in terms of the promotion of the whole tournament. I know DAZN have got it. I think I think the coverage will be fantastic, like it is nowadays. We get it all over the world, major tournaments, JT. So what is your job in terms of promoting it in the upcoming weeks and months?
I just think, Ali, speaking honestly about it, and I'm really supportive of this. Like I said before, I think we need to touch on the player welfare and stuff like that. But in terms of the promotion of it from my side, I'm speaking honestly. This is how I feel about it. And as a retired player, I miss playing every single weekend. I hate it. I hate not playing football matches. Gabs, you know what it meant to me. You see that in me. And I think as players, you have to just take every single opportunity. You have a really short career as football players, And also, it's not very often you get to say you tested against the very best. And this is an opportunity to showcase yourself. In terms of a club perspective, we spoke about the financials, how good it is for the football clubs to not only participate, but if you go further in the competition. So the incentive's there to really play your best sides, your best players. But also, like Chelsea have a big squad of players. I'm sure there's going to be 5 or 6 younger players in that squad at the back end of it, which for them going to be a great opportunity. If you're winning 2-3-0 in one of the early games, throw the young lads on, give them a bit of experience.
Here's one thing then, though. It kicks off on the 15th of June and the final is the 13th of July. Pre-season normally starts on the 1st. You know, because the season will start earlier because of the World Cup. So, like, obviously the players will get probably 2 weeks. The season finishes to the mid-June, and then they've got to squeeze in some time off for the players afterwards, haven't they?
Yeah, I think for me, Gabs, like I think the most I ever got off after a season was probably 3 weeks.
Yes.
Now, because Chelsea was in the finals of Champions Leagues or the later stages, FA Cup, which is the last game of the season, you're kind of getting 2.5-3 weeks off at maximum. At the top level, that's what you're used to. So we're not asking anything different of what our generation have done or what the top sides have done. And I think when you're a top player, you're expected to be able to be robust. You've got to look after yourself. And I think in the rehab side of it and in the care and condition of the way the players look after themselves nowadays, like I could quite easily still today play 3 games a week, 90 minutes at the top level. Maybe not at the top level, but if I'm in my prime like these guys are, you can go and churn out those games. I think the struggle for me is when you play Saturday to Saturday and the manager says, right, no days off, we're in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because maybe you're under a bit of pressure from the owners, you can't give players days off. I think the players, the managers and the football clubs have a responsibility to really look at the winter break or give players days off throughout the season as well.
100%. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And, you know, players play games and all of a sudden lose a couple of games or they can't have a couple of days off. That's wrong, in my opinion, because they actually might need a couple of days off. Somebody hit them. I've got to say, John, the trophy is magnificent. It really, really is, Gabby. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now, DAZN is a global broadcaster partner of the FIFA Club World Cup 2025, with all 63, I beg your pardon, I said 36, 63 tournament matches freely available to fans globally. For more info on how to watch, head to www.dazn.com.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.